Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Kenyan Media Analysis. And as usual, I'm going to be your host acting on behalf of Mr. Egul Ezra, who was admitted in hospital a few days ago. And before I dive into the conversation of the day, there is something that I want to request from you. Few hours ago, Mr. Egul Ezra called me and told me to tell you that he is in need of 10,000 Kenyan shilling to buy medicine that is going to use to reduce the pain on the backbone. Yani anataka kununua dawa ya kupunguza uchungu kwa mgongo hapa. So let us support Mr. Egul Ezra. Let us do a challenge of 100 bob, 200 bob, so that we can make sure that Mr. Egul Ezra return back to his normal condition. The number is 0791 058 874. The name is Ezra Osiemo. That is the name that will appear after you have sent something small on his number. Ezra Osiemo, 0791058874. May God bless you, the followers of Mr. Egul Ezra, as we are donating something small to make sure that Mr. Egul Ezra return back to his normal health. Back to politics. Nawaambia kimeumana. Few weeks ago, the former impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua shocked the people of Kenyans, especially the government of William Samoei Ruto, that if the IEBC will try to mess with 2027 election, that day will look like a Christmas day.
If that IBC tries to mess with the election, there will be no country here. 207 will look like a Christmas party. I can tell you. And I want to implore those commissioners to be Kenyans, to be patriotic, and not to attempt to force William Ruto on the people of Kenya. It will not work. The people of Kenya will not accept it. People want change.
And as I am talking to you right now, the governor of Trans-Nzoia County have also speak the same language that Rigathi Gachagua did few weeks ago. Trans-Nzoia Governor George NATEMBEYA has fired a warning shot at the government over any plan to rig the election in 2027, the general election.
If somebody will mess with those elections and rig them, as Rick just said, and now they're falling because he just said the truth. Don't rig the election, because if you rig the election, it's going to be trouble. And it did, there's going to be trouble. So let people express themselves freely. Let them say that haki has been done, that justice has been done, and that the winner has won fairly. Not because you have got the tools of government and you want to impose yourself on the people. There will be trouble.
You know, Mheshimiwa, former deputy president was used similar words about election being rigged, and he got into a little bit of problems. And you're actually saying that you're seconding his
I'm not saying I'm not using his exact words, because he said that when you rig election, what happened in 2007 will be like a Christmas party.
Yeah.
It was a little bit more graphic, because he knows what happened in 2007. People really died in 2007.
Yeah.
At that time, I was actually PA to Michuki, and I was able to see what was happening because I was up there. It was very bad. And we can talk about the Christmas party anyway, because it was very bad.
Yeah.
But I think all he was saying is, please, do not rig elections. Kenyans want to express their free will. Do not mess with that one. Because if you do, what options are you giving them? Yeah. If you cannot do that peacefully through the ballot, you've stopped us from doing that. What is the option? It's common sense. So even those who are just making noise, it was just a warning that don't steal elections. But they're focusing on the consequences of stealing the election. And people will fight. That's what he meant. So don't steal election, and will not have any other issues. People just go about their lives. But Kenya must.
Yani nakuambia kimeumana. And you know very well that the governor of Trans-Nzoia County, George NATEMBEYA, have been criticizing the government of President William Samoei Ruto for a very, very long period of time, because of the unfulfilled promises and because of the manipulation. He did not support the broad-based government shenanigans because he knew what was there, what was inside broad-based government. Because according to my political understanding, I know very well that the broad-based government was formed to unite the billionaires together so that these people can help President William Ruto to rig the election in 2027. And that is something that is not going to work for President William Ruto, the way Oscar Sudi told the people of Kenyans last year in 2024. Ati kura ya rais isipotosha watajaza. Oscar Sudi is the person who's created all this problem of 2027. Ati kura ya rais isipotosha watajaza. Few weeks ago, after Rigathi Gachagua recorded that statement during the interview with Oga Obina, the government started harassing him and ended reaching at a point denying him to use the Karasarani Stadium that he booked few weeks ago for his official event to officially launch his new party, DCP, that is now giving President William Ruto a sleepless night ahead of 2027. Yani nakuambia kimeumana. So it is not only Rigathi Gachagua that sent a warning to the government of the plan to rig the votes in 2027. The governor of NATEMBEYA have also spoke about it during the interview, during the day. Kalonzo Musyoka also spoke about the same issue of William Ruto rigging the votes in 2027. Yani nakuambia kimeumana. And you know very well that right now, the mountain is gone. Western region is now under Tawe movement. They have buried UDA party in Western region. They have again buried ODM in Western region. Hakuna mambo ya UDA huko na ODM, hakuna. Wameamua kama mbaya ni mbaya. So this issue of Ruto planning to rig the vote in 2027, after realizing that things are not working on his side, he will not succeed. It is high time for President William Ruto to look for a wonderful strategy on how he can win the hearts of the people of Kenyans by only fulfilling his promises that he betrayed 2 years ago after getting into power. So it is something that is not going to be more easier for President William Ruto in 2027 because this time round, the people of Kenyans will be streaming, everybody will be watching and counting the votes. As the IEBC is counting, the people of Kenyans will also join them into the count so that they can make sure that there is no single vote that is being rigged. Yes, hakuna kuongeza kura 2027, hakuna. So George NATEMBEYA have again warned that the youth, especially Generation Z, may be quiet now, but they are watching closely and preparing to respond at the ballot. Yes, we are just watching this government, the way they are doing their own things. Students are suffering in the villages. They don't have proper material to study. They don't have proper classroom. But there is 10 million to donate to churches. But there is 20 million to bribe youths so that youth can attend the events of William Ruto to boost the crowd. But there is no money to build classroom. There is no money for university funding model. But there is money to bribe the opposition leaders. So, sisi kama Gen Z, we are just watching the government. We are just watching the government, the way they are cooperating with us. Gen Z wametulia tu. They are just waiting to respond at the ballot. So William Ruto is just wasting his time of arresting, misusing police officers, AICC, DCI, and NIS to silence the opposition leaders, the people that are trying to make him accountable so that he can deliver what he promised the people of Kenyans when he was campaigning in 2027. That is what I wanted to update you on about the statement of the governor of Trans Nzoia County that have really shocked President William Ruto, that it is now not Rigathi Gachagua. It is not Rigathi Gachagua alone who is sending a warning to the government. Kalonzo Musyoka joined him a few weeks ago, and right now, George NATEMBEYA, Tawe movement from Trans Nzoia County in Western Region, have also joined the suit of sending the warning to the president that if they will try to rig the vote in 2027, it will not be it will not be business as usual for William Samoei Ruto, especially this time round. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.